This general training is for open-wide customers in Drupal 8. Other trainings can be found on our OneEach Technologies YouTube channel or on the OneEach support site at support.oneeach.com. To get started, we are going to be talking about paragraph types today. This is a general training, so this is not a theme-specific training. To get started, of course, you'll want to get logged into your site. Once you're logged in, you might go, okay, now what's a paragraph type? Um, First of all, hopefully most of you guys have already watched the tutorial on what a content type is, but if you don't know what the difference between a content type and a paragraph type is, don't worry, I am here to help. A content type is a separate type of content item that usually has a various function or layout or options, and most content types fall into two categories, primary and secondary content types. A primary content type, this is a content type that you would usually feature in your main or your footer menu, or it might display on multiple pages on your website. A secondary content type, this is more of a content type that would not be featured in kind of the main or footer menus, but instead would be added to a page in a page element or a paragraph type within that primary content type item. So a primary content type item might be more of a landing page or an alert or maybe like a camp or facility. And then a secondary content type item might be more of like a blog post or even branch or location information. Now, a paragraph type is a feature that can be added within the header, content, or sidebar, depending upon your layout, and the bottom areas of a primary content type. Now, you do have the ability to add paragraph types to secondary content type items as well. But again, some secondary content type items might not really be out there as like an individual page. They really might be out there to be more of a puzzle piece that fits into a landing page. The paragraph type items are used to format page areas. They can add feeds or secondary content types. They can feature listings of branch amenities and a bunch of other cool functions. They create more diverse and advanced dynamic page layouts. Some of your paragraph types might be, like a 1, 2, 3, or 4 column. You might have banners or blog post listings, galleries, even web forms. So now you might go, okay, well, where do I add in paragraph types? How can I find out what paragraph types do I have on my website? Now, most of you guys on your homepage usually is just a landing page, which is kind of like a regular basic page on your website. And each one of these areas or each one of these pages might have multiple paragraph types on them. And you might not even know. Now, I personally know that there are at least two different paragraph types on this landing page right here. This cool banner at the top right here, this is all a paragraph type. And then underneath this right here, this is going to be kind of a second item. So you can stack different paragraph types on each other to create a cool, dynamic, diverse page within it. Now, if you want to know what kind of paragraph types are you using, you can always go ahead and check out the editing view of each page that you have on your site. So if you click that edit tab, that'll bring you to a page where you can check out each area. Now, of course, depending upon your page, you might have a 1-column or a 2-column page. If you are using a 2-column page, you will see a sidebar area. You do have the ability to add paragraph types in your sidebar area as well. If you open each area, your header area, your content area, and your bottom area, you will notice that you might have specific elements within those areas. Now, each one of those page elements is a different paragraph type. So you can see right here, we have a home page banner. And this home page banner, I can come back in and I can edit this for more information. I also have the ability to add additional paragraph types to the site. Now you will be able to see that there are actually quite a few different paragraph types for you to add. And in your header area, your content area, your bottom area, and if you're using a 2-column page in your sidebar area, you should have the ability to add different paragraph types there. Now, please note that certain paragraph types, like a 1-column, 2-column, 3-column, 4-column, those might be great on a regular page in the middle of your content. Some of your paragraph types might not be really suited to, a sidebar area or at the bottom of the page. So that really gets into, like a puzzle piece, which puzzle or which pieces do you want to kind of add to your page? So that way, when somebody steps back, they see the full picture. So as you come on in, there are going to be quite a few options for you to choose from within each area for your paragraph types. Now, again, you have the ability to stack different paragraph types one on top of another, so that way you can create a more dynamic kind of approach to those. Now, please be aware your paragraph types look different. So again, you might have a homepage banner at the top of your header area. You might add in a blog feed or an events feed. You might have a little area for your content. On your location pages, you might have banners and location finders, and you'll see that this page has a sidebar area. So I'm putting in a filter by amenities. I'm showing what amenities are available at those locations. So again, you can kind of use your pages and the layout of your pages to create really cool dynamic formats for your content. So that way people can see different content. If you needed like a web form for somebody to contact a specific person or group or program or whatnot, that can also be added to anywhere in the page. So there are a lot of options for you. Now, again, your paragraph types are separate from your content types. Now, please be aware that some of your paragraph types might feed some of your content types. So as I had mentioned, you might have a blog listing. Now, those blog listings do feed your blog posts. So which means that you are going to come in here, add a blog content, and then once you've added your blog content or items, then you have the ability to put a feed on a page. So as I mentioned, some of your secondary content types might fit into your pages as or within a paragraph type. So that way they can be, a feed or a cool different element within a page. So again, as you go through, if you have any questions about what paragraph types are available on your website, always check out the editing view of your pages, but don't forget that you can also take a look at support.oneeach.com. We do have a listing of all of the paragraph types available on your website with a little bit of a description, so that way you might know a little bit more about it and potentially use it or see what the functionality of that item is. If you have any questions at all, again, please feel free to contact our support at support.oneeach.com. They are available 24/7 for any help